Good morning, good morning. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Wealth. Wishing you a wonderful Wednesday ahead. We'll talk about three things: short interest on TLT, Samsung results to watch, the EV space is heating up. After a bullish session on Monday, the stock market took a breather on Tuesday. That was despite the arrival of positive economic indicators on Tuesday. Data from the Labor Department showed hiring activity in the US has picked up. Meanwhile, the IMF raised projections of global economic growth for this year and next. A flurry of activity is continuing in the cryptocurrency space. In the latest move, the Wall Street Journal reported that Fidelity Investments, Square Inc. and other financial firms are forming a new trade group that could shape the way Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are regulated. The total market value of Bitcoin touched 1 trillion for the first time earlier this year. The Dow was down 0.3%, the S&P 500 was down 0.1%, while the Nasdaq fell less than 0.1%. The yield on the 10-year Treasury notes dropped to 1.65 from 1.71 on Monday. Travel and leisure stocks were among the day's winners, Wynn Resorts gaining 4%, Alaska Air Group moved up 3.7%, while Chipotle Mexican Grill added about 2.4%. Another big move that happened yesterday was the shares of Illumina rose about 7.9% after the genetic sequencing firm said it expected revenue to grow by a quarter or more in the 2021 fiscal year. Oil prices regained some ground after slumping on concerns that the coronavirus outbreaks in India, Europe and other major economies will wane on demand. Futures of WTI, the main grade of US crude, rose 1.2% a barrel. US job openings rose to a 2-year high in February, led by gains in some of the industries hardest hit by the pandemic and indicating employers are poised to ramp up hiring in the coming months. The number of available positions increased to 7.37 million during the month from an upwardly revised 7.1 million in January. This is according to the Joel survey. On the Treasury yields front, Treasury yields may have stalled near their pre-pandemic highs, but short interest in the 14 billion iShares 20-plus year Treasury bond ETF with the ticker TLT has climbed to about 1/5 of the shares outstanding. That's the highest since early 2017. That surge suggests investors don't expect the calm to last long. Though yields have already moved significantly after the market aggressively repriced a brighter growth outlook over the last couple of months, turbulence is likely to return as economic data is released over the next few months. This is according to principal global investors. Adding to this, some comments from Nouriel Rubini as well. Any fresh spike in treasury yields will rattle markets and may send more family offices and hedge funds down a similar path to Archegos is what he wants. A combination of low to negative rates in advanced economies and fiscal stimulus is leading investors to take excessive risk. Cyclically adjusted PE ratios at highs seen in 1929 and the early 2000s are a sign of recklessness, is what he commented. We'll be looking forward to results from Samsung later today. Samsung Electronics operating profit may drop sequentially in Q1 yet rise strongly from a year earlier. Operating profit is estimated at about 8.87 trillion won, which is about 7.92 billion, with handsets the biggest driver, helped by the S21 going on sale earlier at a cheaper price than its predecessor. A rapid increase in large LCD panels could have also contributed. DRAM prices have also increased in Q1, which may also boost profit at the Device Solutions division. Sales of consumer electronics may weaken in Q1 due to normal seasonality. Foundry business demand may have been solid due to the global chip shortage. A power outage at its chip factory in Texas may not materially affect Q1 sales, yet could add to some costs, is what's getting reported in Bloomberg. The EV space is heating up. GM plans to roll out electric version of the Chevy Silverado pickup truck, the latest in its effort to convert its global lineup to electrical vehicles. the largest automaker in the US by sales, has set a target date of 2035 for phasing out gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles from its showrooms globally. GM plans to deliver more than 1 million EVs across the world by 2025. The full-size Chevy Silverado pickup will be designed from the ground up as an electric vehicle, the company said on Tuesday. GM said that it will be built at its Detroit plant, where the company also intends to make the GMC Hummer EV sport utility vehicle and an autonomous vehicle for its cruise driverless car division. GM estimates the Chevy electric vehicle could have a range of more than 400 miles on a single charge, roughly matching the range a Silverado would travel on a single tank of gasoline. During an appearance at GM's Detroit plant on Tuesday, GM President Mark Ruiz said the electric Silverado would be sold to individual customers and commercial fleets, which he expects to drive early demand for plug-in trucks. That's the update. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.